Pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we are underway tonight from Suntrust Park. HR, our home nine as they begin play here this evening. They've been
They're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division. And this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play noon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. HR, how do they go about ending the loop?
I mean, to me, the key might be getting in that bullpen first. Who scores early? Who's able to get in that pen and just continue to keep the pressure on the other club?
So coming to the plate, DJ
Head would strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. In there, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Stephen.
Digging in, Stephen Wright is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And we're just underway from Suntrust Park. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I don't know about you, Matt, but that pitch right there, that 2-seam fastball, that tells me he might have a pretty good night. It's setting up a lot of things that could be important to his success.
Hit out towards second. Hits up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Robinson Edwards will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year for him so far. I mean, he's had some ups and some downs. He's had some decent games, some poor games. An ERA in the 4s. That tells me the story of his season has been inconsistency.
Settling in now, Connor Pitts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for Montgomery, second baseman, Connor Pitts.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. HR, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, Matt, this team does not strike out a whole lot. They put the ball in play, and they rely on putting pressure on the other team. And if you make a mistake, they're going to capitalize. But their game is pressure, put the ball in play.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Pitts. He's currently tied for second place on the team in home runs. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, Matt, they're going through a little bit of a skid right now. Not playing real well, but you kind of expect that. But you look for something to ignite them, to pull it out of it, win a game, and just really, this is when you really have to think about one game at a time to pull you out of it.
John Pitts.
Stepping up now, John Pitts. He's currently tied for second place on the team in home runs. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And the changeup is way low that time. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Runners on first with one down. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now he lifts a high pop up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will land foul. Here's another 2-2. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Stepping into the box, Jeremy Pitts. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now here's a shot out to right center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
Oh, he's just swinging the bat beautifully. What confidence to come to the ballpark knowing you got a great streak going, you're swinging the bat well. It's fun watching him right now.
Standing in now, David Molina, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The average sits at 294, 8 home runs, and an even 40 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high chain adjustment with the next one he throws.
Hit back toward the mound, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. And they are just teeing off on him right now, and even in just the first inning, you've got to wonder how much longer they'll let him continue out there. Into the box, David Kida. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Right has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with two away now.
Batting seventh.
Now at the plate, Sean Albrecht. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
1-1, here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. From the belt, the pitch. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for him.
Now to the plate, Jeff Pitts. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, Matt, the big thing I'm looking at is how many pitches he's already thrown here in the first inning. He's got a high pitch count. So if he continues like this, we're definitely going to see a bullpen game.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You got to be thinking he's going to throw that changeup eventually. He's got you 0-2, hasn't shown it yet, and you know that's his out pitch.
The 0-2 home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just got too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Matt, I'm looking for him to challenge him right here. You know, 2-2. You don't want to go to 3-2, have those runners on the move on that certain pitch. So 2-2 is your challenge pitch.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Chavis moves over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0. Now at the plate, Jason Randolph.
Leading off
hitting a little
Jackson.
over 250
First
coming
baseman,
into action in this one.
Jason Randolph.
Into the windup and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Wayne scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the home team. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
Now batting, Chad Rios. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Hits on the move, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting sixth.
Now in the box, Michael Pinay. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground up the middle. Wayne is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Alan Wayne. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Alan Wayne.
First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, here we are with the leadoff hit in the second, and the pitcher really struggled in the first inning, so you got to be a little bit concerned. The stuff just doesn't look like it's there today.
In now, Connor Pitts, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
First 2 hitters of the inning go back-to-back singles, and now they're first and third. This has the makings of a big inning.
Pitch.
Into the box now, Jesse Pitts, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. 1-0 count. Here it is. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Runners are at first and third with none out. And that misses 2-2.
Well, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitching. Definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
Working for the punch out and the offering. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Well, sometimes with the runner in scoring position, you just have to put the ball in play. Right here, he hits one into the hole, drives in the run, making contact. It pays off.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Stepping in now, John Pitts, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jeremy Pitts is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 2 full, and Montgomery's out in front here, 4-0. So striding forward now, Chris Nunez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Wayne ranges to his left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Joey Chavis.
Into the box, Joey Chavis. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Chopped weakly to the left. To his right, Pitts. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9th, shortstop, Gary Golden.
So stepping in, Gary Golden. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The pitch. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Pitts is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Biscuits lead it 4-0. Striding in once again, David Molina. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
David Molina.
And that misses ball 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Link has a beat on it. 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Keita.
Digging in to try it again. David Keita 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Albrecht. First offering on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1-2-3 inning. It just makes you feel so much better and more confident as you move through the rest of the game.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Pinay is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Guy Link back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
DJ Golson.
So striding in, DJ Golson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Line to the right side, and there's their first hit of the game.
I'm amazed he was able to stay with that ball. The ball's down and away. He just kept his nose right there and got the bat head out and just dribbled it through the hole over there.
Standing in now, Stephen Wright, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Jason Randolph.
He's set. Here it comes. Jason Randolph is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high. 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-1.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kida ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1. At the plate, Chad Rios. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Rios.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
No.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Jeff Pitts.
Leading off the 4th inning, third baseman, Jeff Pitts.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and no one will get this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill. Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit, but lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone. A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Jeff Pitts becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Alan Wayne will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a looper to left. Chavis coming in, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in and looking for more, Connor Pitts. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. This is line to left, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Into the box now, Michael Pinay. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Michael Pinay.
Into the windup and the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going. Oh, he got out in front of a changeup. He's looking for a fastball right there because he got the bat head so far out he was able to pull it. If that was a fastball, he might have kept it fair.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And another foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Now this is what baseball's about. A pitcher and hitter going back and forth. Foul ball, strike, foul ball. I can't wait to see how this ends.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Ready for another chance? Chris Nunez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And that misses, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kita racing back, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And not in time as the run scores. Coming to the plate now, Joey Chavis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Kita. 1 out. Standing in, Gary Golden. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. From the stretch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's a good pitch right there. 2-strike breaking ball on the edge of the strike zone, and he was able just to get enough of it to foul it off. Stay alive for another pitch.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Gary Golden becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Kita is in pursuit. And that's the third out. Digging in once again, Jesse Pitts. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
Ball 2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. Ready once again, John Pitts. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Matt, I like the last two pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another 2-2 offering.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another try at 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Jeremy Pitts. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Soft liner towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Digging in now, David Molina, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is...
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Link is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, DJ Golson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Kida going back at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. Brian Daleski takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Stephen Wright will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Little tapper. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 20.
Digging in and looking for more, Jason Randolph. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1-2. Here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those 2 balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Catcher, Chad Rios.
First delivery to him on the way. Chad Rios is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Chopped foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it comes. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Your
Luis
attention, please.
Montañez
Now
enters
pitching
to do
for
the pitching
Jackson,
in the bottom of the
Number
6th.
23, Luis Montañez.
Ready for another chance. David
Leading off
Kita.
for
He'll lead it
Montgomery.
off as we start the
Left
home
fielder,
6th.
David Kita.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he needs a shutdown inning right here, and it's not starting the way he wants. He's already down in the count big time. The last thing you want to do is start the inning by walking a guy and turning the momentum back to the other team.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Very weakly on the ground. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Sean Albrecht. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready once again, Jeff Pitts. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just misses with a curveball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Look out. 2-0 now. Outside and low. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alan Wayne. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. Digging in to try it again. Connor Pitts. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd. A foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is. Back here at Suntrust Park, it's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Michael Pinay is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. Pitts is right there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chris Nunez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now. Joey Chavis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaker.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
7th inning stretch.
Oliver Yamamoto gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Yamamoto.
At the plate, Jesse Pitts. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Center fielder.
So striding forward now, John Pitts. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A pitch out. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1-2. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Golden has it, and a good throw gets him one gone. Digging in, Jeremy Pitts. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set, and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Into the box, David Molina.
Designated hitter, David Molina.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1-1, here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This is pulled into right, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Francisco Anaya takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
David Hida.
David Hida will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Backhanded. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Vince Law has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Vince Law.
In now, Gary Golden. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Shortstop, Gary Golden.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now the pitch. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Stepping into the box, Guy Link. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. DJ Golson. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here it comes on 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Vernon Dominguez enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit. This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So coming to the plate, Jeff Pitts. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. And he takes a called strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the alley and left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now to the plate, Alan Wayne is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Tap down the line. That winds up foul. Swing and a little blooper to center. Link moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3. Stepping in, Connor Pitts.
Connor Pitts.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Pitts.
From the stretch, Jesse Pitts is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
This situation right here, 1-0 with the bases loaded, you've got to stay patient. Just be specific and patient. Get your pitch, but make sure it's where you want it.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled straight back. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes a called third strike, and that's a big one as the bases stay loaded here with 1 out in the inning now.
John Pitts.
Here comes the first pitch. John Pitts swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Man, I think he thought he's going to get another breaker ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The batter.
Stepping up now,
fielder,
Jeremy Pitts. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. That misses, 2-0. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Slice down the left side, but foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High in the air out to center field. Link is after it, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, Stephen Wright. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Hit on the ground, but foul. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on it.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Jason Randolph.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jason Randolph stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Kita moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in, Chad Rios. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And this is fouled at the plate. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line.
My goodness. There's another one. 7 foul balls in a row. You just don't see at bats like this.
And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
Third baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Pinay. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys. He swung himself into a 3-hit ball game, so